Hello guys, so this is part 4, okay, from the chapter on biological molecules. Now this video, I will talk about protein as a nutrient, and so let's begin, okay? From the syllabus, you must know the chemical elements that makes up proteins, okay? Secondly, out of the many functions of proteins that I will share with you, okay, you need to know the main role of protein, right, is for growth and repair of cells, all right? And finally, protein is a large molecule. Okay, so proteins, right, are made from smaller basic units known as amino acids. Okay, I will talk more about polypeptides later, but generally polypeptides and proteins are larger molecules and they are made from basic units known as amino acids. So let's begin, okay? Protein is an organic molecule, all right? So it's an organic molecule that is made out of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. Now these three elements are found in carbohydrates and fats as well. However, protein, right, has a fourth element, okay? Actually they have another one, but generally this is the fourth one, and this is nitrogen. So proteins are made out of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, and nitrogen. Okay, they are the largest and the most complex molecule compared to carbohydrates and fats. Okay, their basic units, right, of proteins are known as amino acids. Now, the reason why they are so complex, right, is because there are 20 types of amino acids. And with 20 types of amino acids, right, I can form many different versions of protein, okay, to put it in a very simple way. And so it is a very complicated molecule. And I think almost all the molecules in our body, right, predominantly, yes, our body is made out of carbohydrate, fats, and proteins, right, but proteins will take up the most diverse. Okay, so amino acids, right, they will be chemically combined to form bigger chains known as polypeptides. So before the formation of a protein, right, amino acids will combine first to form an intermediate protein, and this intermediate protein, right, is known as a polypeptide. When I take many polypeptides, right, and when I join them together and I fold them, okay, they will form a protein molecule. So long story short, right, you need to think of protein as a large molecule, okay, like L size, a polypeptide as a medium sized molecule, and an amino acid as a small size molecule. Okay, so when we use the word protein and polypeptides interchangeably, sometimes you can associate them together as a big molecule, but generally polypeptides are considered big, but still smaller in comparison to a protein. Okay, and amino acids are the basics. So in this diagram, right, you can see that I have a few amino acids together. I can bind them into a short chain known as a polypeptide. Okay, and the polypeptides, right, will continue to join together to form a very complicated chain or a very complicated molecule known as a protein molecule. So amino acids, polypeptide, and protein. Okay, proteins are found in animals and plants, of course. Okay, examples, they are found in meat, eggs, they're found in almost everything. Okay, even vegetables like spinach, they have proteins. All right. So let's talk about the functions, okay? Even though I've given you about five, the most important is this one, okay? The synthesis of new protoplasm during growth. So long story short, right? Proteins are needed for the growth of an organism. Okay, you eat protein so that you can grow, so that your cells can grow. Okay, sometimes, right, the cells will become worn out. With proteins as part of the diet, right? Proteins are able to repair worn out cells. Okay, proteins, right, I also use to synthesize enzymes by ribosomes, if you remember. Okay, enzymes are proteins. Okay, proteins are also used to synthesize some hormones, for example insulin. Proteins are also used to synthesize antibodies in your body, and you will know more of them when you do chapter 6. Okay, that's it. Okay, a very short video on proteins, because what I'm interested in is just to introduce to you the basic ideas. If you really want to know more about proteins, right, you will learn them in higher biology. Okay, but for now, these are the minimum that you need to know for O levels, okay, or for your uh, coming examinations. All right, that's it. Thank you. Bye bye.